Hello friends, I'm here today to share with you what I think is going to be the last of my Book Bonanza videos. Well, hold on. So my sister and I go to Book Bonanza together, and we had these autograph books this time that I think it's just a blank notebook that she got off Amazon, and then she used her vinyl and silhouette to do this together. But what we do is we ask authors for book recommendations, and if it's a new author, we also ask them for where to start with their books. So in my signing book, I had 52 authors. I know we split up there for a little bit towards the end, so I don't know how many she got, and I think I'm gonna ask her if I can borrow her book to make a part 2 of this. But basically this is author recommendations, so I thought I would share what they said. Basically we asked them for a recommendation to read. It can be any genre. If it's romance, any tropes, any spice levels. Some of them did kind of ask what we're more into, and I said I liked more contemporary and she likes more fantasy. So some of them kind of went off that, but for the most part, they just kind of went with anything. I think they're all romance. There might be a couple that are not, but I'm going to go ahead and share with you what they said. So the first author is Dorinda Jones, and she recommended You Can Run by Rebecca Zanetti. I think she said this was a romantic suspense. Kim Jones recommended The Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Souljah. I've never heard of that one, but Amelie Fisher recommends starting with her own books, reading Vain, and she also said anything Care Marie Moning. Rebecca Jinchak recommends Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I think this is a new release, isn't it? I feel like I've heard a couple of people talk about this one recently. Melissa Ellen recommends starting her own books with Burden, and also A Not So Meet Cute by Megan Quinn. Zio Axelrod recommends starting her own with Fast Forward. I believe she was one of the ones that kind of asked like what our tastes were. So like I said, I would have told her contemporary, that kind of thing. So, and then also Saint by Sierra Simone. Fiona Cole, I feel like she recommended a few things, but didn't actually, I think she was just telling us and they didn't actually get written down. But I do know that Lucia Franco was there as her, assistant, or, helping her out for the weekend, and she definitely said to check her books out. Karen Gray recommends starting her books at You Spin Me, and also Brooklyn Air by Serena Bowen. Toni Aleo actually only, I couldn't quite read her handwriting, I'm not gonna lie, but I think it said Whiskey Prince and Becoming the Whiskey Princess, and I think those are both her own books. Molly E. Lee recommends starting her books with Ember of Night, and also Praise by Sarah Kate. R.S. Gray recommended The Midnight Library, but only if you listen to the audiobook. She was very specific about that. Nicole Lufus recommended her own book, Got Mine, and also Fuck Love by Taryn Fisher. J.L. Beck and C. Hallman recommended their Devil You Hate book. They were also trying to explain to us how their series are all connected. So I think this is where they said to start with all of the connection. And also Beauty in Lies by Adelaide Forrest. Erin Malone recommends her own These Walls Can Talk, and also The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Yeah, the cover will be up. I don't know how to say that. Jen Talty recommended her own Defending Sparrow, and also Shielding Jillian by Susan Stoker. Raven Salvador recommends her own Seasons of Change, and also Jen Talty's Dark Legacy series. J.D. Hollyfield recommended her own Chicks Man, and also A Bad Day for Sunshine by Dorinda Jones. Eva Poehler recommended starting with her own Thanatos, I think is how she said it was pronounced. And also Bella Canto by Ann Patchett. Ronnie Lauren recommends See You Yesterday by Rachel Lynn Solomon. Juliet Cross recommends the Horde King series by Zoe Draven. Rochelle Page recommends starting her books with Gage, and also Hide and Seek by Layla Frost. Nana Malone recommends starting her books with London Royal, and also His Pretend Baby by Theodora Taylor. Kelly Elliott recommends Harper St. George in general. She said everything. Dylan Allen recommended Wolfsong by TJ Klune, and also The Secrets Between Us by, again, I think she pronounced this Thrifty Umrigar, I hope. Amy Dawes recommends On Dublin Street by Samantha Young, and also Roommate by Serena Bowen. Jay Sterling recommends starting her books with The Fisher Brothers, and also recommends anything by Elle Kennedy. Kristen Proby recommends Tattered by Devney Perry. Karina Halley recommended her Bad at Love book for me, and also Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. Liz Talley recommends Charmingly Yours for her books, and On Second Thought by Kristen Higgins. Rebecca Yaros recommends The Marriage Games by C.D. Reese. Nora Everly recommended two of her own books. One was One and Only, and the other was Crime and Periodicals. She also recommended Stranger Than Fanfiction by Piper Sheldon, and Beauty and the Mustache by Penny Reed. Devney Perry recs The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker. Danielle Pearl recommends starting her books with In Ruins. B.B. Reed recommends starting her books with Lilac, and also Mr. Weston by Whitney G. She said it had another name at one point. I don't remember if she said, I think she said that's what the paperback is called, and the Kindle version is called something else, or maybe it's vice versa. Jiffy Kate, they recommend Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, and Forever Never by Lucy Score. One of those recs came one from each of them, but I don't remember which one was which. Elizabeth Reyes recs Easy by Tamara Weber. Christopher Rice and Eric Shaw Quinn were at the same table with each other. They both actually recommended starting Christopher Rice books with Sapphire Sunset. But Christopher Rice recommends starting Eric Shaw Quinn books with Right Murder, but he recommends starting his own with The Prince's Psalm. Avery Flynn recommends any book by Serena Bowen. Elizabeth O'Rourke recommends Sweet Filthy Boy by Christina Lauren. She specifically said the older Christina Laurens. Catherine Cowles recommends Little Lies by Helena Hunting. Serena Bowen recommends Thank You for Listening by Julia Whelan. Julie Ann recommends The Pact by Jodi Picoult. Jay Crownover recommends Broken Play by Allison Rhymes. K.A. Tucker recommends The Captive Prince by C.S. Pacat. Corinne Michaels recommends Devil in Winter by Lisa Kleypas. Melanie Harlow recommends Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Natasha Madison recommends Broken Play by Allison Rhymes, This Man by Jodi Ellen Malpas, and Sweet Dreams by Kristen Ashley. Megan Quinn recommends You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogle. Ashley Jade recommends My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey. Pam Godwin recommended her own Dark Notes and Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. And Carla Sorensen recommended her own Focused, and also Neanderthal Meets Duchess by Lainey Hatcher. There we go. That is going to be the recommendations that I got from authors at Book Bonanza. Like I said, I'm going to try to remember to get my sister's book and write down the recommendations that were given to her, because we do ask for them to be different. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks there will be a part 2 to this. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!